guys, it's your girl Lila back with another video. Don't get on me about my voice, y'all. I am a little sick. Well, getting over a little sickness, so yeah, my voice is sounding a little scrunched. But anyways, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the cute little claw clip. This is my first time doing it, so don't get at me, girls. But I feel like I did a good job. And I feel like a lot of girls been wanting to know how to do this quick little cute hairstyle. So if you want to know, stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Mwah. Okay, girlies. So, first things first, I went to my local beauty supply store and I purchased these cheap little bundles for $12.99. They're only like $30. Yes, girl, this has synthetic hair, but this is something I'm only keeping in for like 2 days, not even. I just wanted to do something fun and cute. So, yeah. So, if you're looking to do the same thing, I would say purchase this hair. It's really good hair, though. Like, you guys would tell within deeper in the video. So, yeah. But right here, I'm just blow drying the hair because after I braided it and put the cap on, I had sprayed some got to be spray just so the glue wouldn't get intact to my hair. Because, yeah, I don't want no glue to get intact to my hair because that would be a very messy situation. But, yeah, so right here, I'm just blow drying, blow drying, blow drying, blow drying, blow drying. Just so the glue wouldn't get stuck to my hair. Okay, y'all, so I unraveled both of the hairs that I'm going to use. Yes, I'm doing a mixture because I wanted to do the little cute skunk look. So first I'm going to get my 30-inch of the black bundle and I'm just unraveling it just so as I cut the process, it won't get tangled. Because, you know, just like how you got bundle hair and you unravel it so fast, it'll get tangled. But remember, you guys, you know, this is the kind of synthetic hair. So, you know, we can't really try to do it the quick way. We got to do it a little bit more slower than usual. So, yeah, right here, I'm literally just getting the hair and I'm about to measure it to my head to make sure how much I need to cut. So, right here, I'm just measuring it to my head. And as I measure it to my head, I'm feeling with my fingers just to make sure, okay, this is how much I need to cut. And then I'm going to get the scissors and I'm just going to cut that piece off. So as I cut that piece off, I'm going to get my glue. You can also purchase that at your local beauty supply store. And I'm just adding the glue onto the track just so I can put it onto my cap. Mind you, once again, you guys, I did spray the got to be spray on my cap just to make sure I do not get any glue on my hair. So right here, yes, I'm just adding the glue onto the track and I'm just going to attach it to the cap that's on my head. And I'm just going to hold it real tight and closely just so the glue won't get loose and attack. They do have max glue, but I believe the one I got was just the normal glue because I'm not going to keep this in long, so I didn't really care for that. But as you can see, I'm holding it really tight and pulling it hard. You see how it unloosened, you guys? That's why I said you got to hold it really tight. So, yeah, right here, I'm just holding it really tight. Holding. Just until I feel like it's attached to the cap good enough before I put my blow dryer to it or spray my Gots to be spray to it. So, I'm just holding. But yeah, so once you get that technique, you're going to do that all the way up to the top until you want to change the color. If you're going to do two colors. Okay, so right here, I've already attached to all the black pieces that I needed. So now I'm going to attach the 613 in the middle, just so it can give it that skunk look that I'm going for. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing by unraveling the hair. As you can see, the hair looks a little good, you guys. So yeah. If you want to get a cute little hairstyle to step out with your girls for the night, I suggest you go to the hair store and go buy this pack of hair. Like, who cares? It's synthetic, but it was cute. For the moment, you know, don't keep it in too long now, y'all. But for the moment, it was cute. Yeah, y'all, I'm jamming to the vibes. You see my head nodding. I'm jamming to the vibes. But right here, I'm just untangling the hair, y'all. Like, literally, I'm just untangling the hair. It's not because it's nappy or anything. I'm untangling it because even with bundle hair, you have to untangle it when you're unraveling the bundle. So that's basically what I'm doing. And I'm going to do the same exact technique with placing it on my head to see where, how long I want it to be before I cut it. Excuse me, y'all. I was getting into the song. But yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing and place it on my head. Bow. Placing it, getting my scissors. I'm going to cut it. And then once I cut it, I am going to just add the glue onto it, just like how I did with the black hair pieces. With my glue, I'm just going to add the glue on there. So I'm adding a piece just like how I added all the other pieces. Putting it in the area that I want it to be. You know, I'm feeling for it because I don't have that back mirror to where I can see. And I don't really like using that anyway. So I'm feeling for it and bow. It's in place. So you already see the confirmation. It's giving me that little skunk look already. Yes, you're going to get a little glue on your hands. To be on the safe side, I pluck a little bit off just so it wouldn't get entangled with the hair. But it's going to dry your hands. So it's really not going to get entangled. Me, I just don't like the feeling of it. So I literally would stop and wash my hands. But right here, I am just going to blow dry, blow dry, blow dry, blow dry. Just to make sure it is intact and looking good as needed. All right, y'all. Y'all see the outcome. Y'all see the look. It's very much giving, bazillion straight down, bust down. Don't, please get into it, y'all. Please get into it. Don't do the hairstyle hair. Get into it. Period. Get into it, y'all. Period, 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 period. Get into it. All right. So now that I have all my hair intact, I'm going to cut the cap off. You can either sew it down, but once again, you guys, I'm not going to do that because I'm about to take my hair out. I can even have this colored hair in my head for work. So I'm about to take this out, literally. Probably not today, then tomorrow. But, you know, I wanted to try something cute and, you know, give it to the girls so y'all can do this yourselves for a day out. But yeah, so I'm trying my hardest to move all my hair out because I don't want to cut my hair. I'll cry. So right here, you'll just notice me cutting, 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 cutting. Period. So once I cut it all off, I'm just feeling to make sure there's no more of the cap left. Because if it is, I'm just going to cut that excess cap off also. So I'm just feeling for it to see if there's any more of the cap on there. And I'll just cut that excess off, you know, so it won't really be showing. Because, you know, you don't want no cap showing now. That's giving ghetto. So yeah, I'm just cutting, cutting, cutting to give it to the girls. And once again, I'm just feeling for it, feeling for it, feeling for it, feeling for it, and I'm just cutting, cutting, cutting. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm going to lean forward so you guys can see, and I'm feeling also to make sure there's no more cap being left, period. All right, so now that I done cut all the cap off, I am now taking out the third piece that when I parted my hair, because I parted my hair in 3 pieces to get to this look. I am first going to do the middle ponytail. That's going to be for the claw clip because I don't want it to interfere with the front. So that's why I'm like, okay, let me get the clips to clip up the front so it doesn't interfere with the back. So right here, I am literally just clipping up the edges and everything for when I do put up my middle ponytail. So I'm just going to twist the front of my hair just so it doesn't get intact with the back of my hair. All right, so I'm just brushing up my hair just a little bit just so I can get everything intact. And I'm just trying to see where I want the ponytail to be. And I'm just really trying to make sure that the part is straight. So that's why if you see me in the mirror looking down, I'm like, let me make sure this part is straight before I keep going. Because, yeah, y'all not finna get at me. So I did ending up have to take out the front of my ponytail to take out bits and pieces just so I can make sure my part is straight. Because we don't want no zigzagging parts now. But yes, that's why it's best to use like a rat tail comb because it's easier to get the parts. Y'all see the part. Get into it. All right, so I'm just putting my hair back into the ponytail it was so it doesn't attack with the back. All this hair can get it in my face and it was annoying me, but you can see it all in my face, y'all. But don't do me. So yeah. So now that it's intact, I'm going to put that in a ponytail, but I couldn't barely see a lot, as you can see. So I'm about to twist that ponytail in the front back again just so I can see perfectly what I need to see. But right here, I'm just looking at the part to make sure it's straight because, yeah, y'all not finna get at me. So, yeah. I hate that my camera lighting goes in and out. It's like when I move, the lightning goes from in to out, and that's so annoying. But, yeah, so I just went and got a ponytail holder. And what I am going to do is... Well, yeah, I forgot. I'm going to twist my hair back. Because, yeah, I remember how I was telling y'all it was in my face. So that's why I was twisting it back. Because I really couldn't see everything that I needed to see to get into detail, baby. Once again, I'm just making sure my part is straight. Girl, I do not play about my parts, y'all. I'm just like, yeah, I need this part to be straight. But, yeah, I just got a regular hair tie. And I'm just going to put it into a ponytail. But see, me with my type of hair texture, my hair does perfectly fine with the Got Baby spray. So that's why I sprayed that on there to hold the ponytail. Because with like edge control, you can use that too, but it's your preference. And like all that other stuff, it makes my hair curl. So that's why I had to use the Got Baby spray because it makes my hair stay in place. And I just feel like it's easier because like if you put the Got to Be spray on there, I just feel like it'll be way much easier to place it. But yeah, right here I'm just getting the ponytail in place to where I want it to be. So now that I have it where I want it to be, I am going to twist it also just like how I did the front, just so none of the hair won't get in my hair. Well, I'm not twisting it, actually. I'm sorry, you guys. I am braiding it because I am going to wrap the other bundles around that braid. But before I do so, I'm just braiding it down just so I can get it out of the way because I'm still going to mold that ponytail I just did. But yeah, y'all, I'm just braiding and braiding and braiding and braiding until I get to the end. And that end part, I'm going to put a rubber band on there because I don't want it to unravel. Well, I'm just holding it for now, but I'm going to put a rubber band on there because I don't want it to unravel. But yeah, so y'all see the part. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. So yeah, once again, like I tell y'all, I'm going to mold that down. So that's why I'm spraying some Got to Speak spray on the beginning. I'm getting a hard brush now, and I'm just brushing it in place. So I'm going to do the same for both sides. Get the Got2b spray it up, and brush it into place to where I want it. Just to make sure I don't have any flyaways or anything, I'm brushing it again. Because as you keep doubling the Got2b spray, it's going to get hard and mold on its own. So it's the same as you're doing like a full ponytail. It'll be the same exact way. Y'all see it getting in place. Perfect. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing the same exact thing, going over it, molding it into place just to make sure everything is in order how I want it. But yeah, so right here I'm just showing y'all the part, and I'm showing y'all how I molded it into place just with the Got2b spray. I'm telling y'all, it's the bomb. So use that. But whatever suits your hair, everybody has different type of hair texture. So whatever suits your hair, you can use. All right, so I got it in place and intact how I wanted it to be. So now I'm going to go to the front portion, and I'm going to leave the back alone for a second just so I can get everything into place. Before I do my back ponytail, I am going to do the front first. So right here, I'm just trying to get a perfect middle part. I'm going to put it into two parts. The front portion is going to be where you're going to do the, you're going to clip the two ends together in the back. So right here, I'm just doing my part. I'm going to use a hot comb. Why? Because I already feel like my hair got heat damage. Y'all can see the little straight ends in the back. And I hate that for me. So I don't want to put a flat iron on there, even though that a hot comb is still the kind of same as a flat iron. I didn't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is use my hot comb to make it a little bit more flat, but I'm not going to use it like hardcore, literally, because my hair goes flat on its own, kind of, in a sort of way, so I'm not going to have to use it 10x, if you know what I mean. But right here, yeah, I'm just trying to get the middle part in portion. Once again, I told y'all I don't play by my parts, so yeah, this is what we're doing right here. I'm just really trying to get the middle part real bad, real cute. What I like to do is I like to go like through it by my nose. So when I go up to see where it at, because my head like a funny shape. It be acting funny. Even when I be going to get my hair done by stylists and stuff, they be like, I can never get your middle part. Like, yeah. But yeah. But y'all see it though. I feel like I did really good on that middle part. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm about to twist this side down. So my hair can stay in place. And I'm just twisting both sides because I want to make sure the middle part stays in place. Once again, y'all know I don't play about my parts. Nah. So right now, I'm just taking out my edges that I want to leave out for the style. Everybody's different. See me, I like a lot of edges out. So I'm taking out edges because I like to do my edges. I like that dramatic baby hair look, you know? So yeah, so that's what I'm doing right here, and I'm just clipping the pieces that I want out so it won't intact with the hairs that I'm about to press down. And I'm just going to do the same for both sides. Take out my baby hairs and um, pin them down so they won't get within the hair that I'm going to press down also with the Got to Be spray. Y'all see the part. Get into it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Stop playing with me. So right here, I'm just making sure that the part looks good because I am going to get a rubber band and I'm going to tie it to the back. But before I do that, I am just going to put this hair together because I don't want it to interfere when I do get the two fronts and flatten them down and then tie it in the back, if you can see what I'm doing. Yep, so you're going to use bobby pins. So that's why I was showing you guys the bobby pins. You're going to use bobby pins to mold down the two sides in the Got to Be spray. So yeah, don't forget about the Got to Be spray because you're going to be using that to mold down the sides also. Okay, so yeah, this is me using the hot comb now, y'all. You see I'm doing it real fast, real quick, because I don't want it to get in my hair. Like, I'm already aggravated with my little uneven little top parts because I be using firing it too much, so it got a little heat damage, and that annoys the hell out of me. Yeah, I'm just getting my edges back in order because it's going to happen, y'all. It's going to come off, come loose sometimes, but just put them back in order, y'all. Y'all be fine. All right, so right here, I am literally getting the part that I did compressed with the hot comb already and just spraying my Got2b spray. Y'all know I love my little Got2b spray. I'm spraying it because that's what I'm going to use to mold it down. Some people use wax stick, some people use gel. Everybody hair texture is different, so use whatever suits you, love. Use whatever suits you. I'm just compressing down and I'm using my blow dryer to hold and mold it down. I'm going to keep doing that competitively through this whole entire video. I'm going to keep molding, holding down, molding, holding down, the same technique back to back. Don't mind me, y'all. I'll be losing pieces and bits and stuff, so I'll be having to bend down, get it and stuff. I ain't perfect now, y'all, so, work with me. Work with me, you guys. And comment down below and tell me how I'm doing, y'all, because this is my first hair video, so yeah. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for more, though, because I would love to keep doing more. Like, yeah, this is real fun and cute. So once again, I'm just molding. Like y'all already see, it's already coming into play, into action. So I'm just literally molding down just until it gets to where I feel like it's already molded down and good. Taking out some more baby hairs. Because like I was telling y'all, that's why I use little clips for my baby hairs. It's gonna fall off, it's fine. I was just trying to take out the hair because I didn't want it to be molded in, because once you get that spray on that baby hair, it's a wrap. So you want to make sure make sure that you don't get no spray on your baby hairs, like for real. Try to just spray on the outskirts of the hairs, but still like right in the front of it, if you know what I mean. You see, it's already molding down good, and period. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, just molding. And once you got it to a spot where you feel like it's good enough, like when you feel like it's like molded and flat as you want it, you're gonna get one of those clips and you're gonna clip it down to just hold it. You're not done yet, y'all. You're just holding it down. Like you're just holding it so it could be in place again. And I'm still gonna go over it again to make sure it's molded down. And if y'all got some tips for me, y'all can share it for me also. I'm here for open ears. And I love constructive criticism also. So, yeah. I'm just blow drying, blow drying, blow drying. Cause I told y'all I'm gonna be molding it over and over again until I feel like it's good enough. All right, I got a little tired, y'all. I'm like, all right, mold again. Like I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna mold until I feel like it's good enough. Get my blow dryer, and I'm just gonna keep molding that down until I get that straight effect look. Cause I don't play by my hair. Who play by their hair? I don't play by my hair. I know y'all don't play about y'all hair. So yeah, that's really just what I'm doing. Molding it down for the girls. So I'm just showing y'all like the molded look of it. Because once you mold it, you can move the clips from your edges because it's molded. And now I'm just going to do the same exact thing for the other side, y'all. Literally the same exact thing. I'm just going to mold it down the same exact way, y'all. Excuse my daughter, y'all. She just busted in talking about she need to do her edges. Like, she's so funny. She be so funny. All right, y'all. So don't get at me. My nose is messing with me, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't feeling good, but yeah. So we are done. Look in the middle. Look at the sleep. Look at the lay downs. Look at my sides, and that is the edge control that I am going to use. So let's get into it. All right. So with those two ends, I'm just trying to move all the flyaways and everything out the way so it can be easier to clip. Remember, I told y'all I had clipped the back of the hair because I didn't want the back of the hair to get entangled with the hair that I am clipping in the back. But push comes to shove, y'all, guess what happens? While I am tying the hair in the back, trying to show y'all how to tie the hair in the back, look what happens, y'all. I don't mind telling y'all because we're learning together. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm tying. You see, my nail got locked in with the hair and it aggravated me. But, anyway, so I'm still tying and tying and tying and tying. Of course, my daughter keep busting in, talking about she need to do her hair. But my rubber band popped, y'all. So, yeah, we're going to have to do this all over again. So I'm just taking it out and I'm about to do it over. And this time, I'm about to either double the rubber bands or I'm about to use a regular rubber band because I don't understand why it popped. But I think it's kind of cheap rubber band, the little Barbie doll rubber bands. Y'all know the little shiny ones. Don't get those. I think that's why I did that because those are the ones I was using. And it made me really upset. I was so mad because it was so cute. It was getting in order and everything. But now I had to do it all over again, which it don't matter. It doesn't matter because the third charm is the third charm is the one. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, yes. So I'm just trying to tie it. Don't look at my face, y'all. I was getting aggravated because I'm like, why is this not tying? Why is this not connecting together? Like it was aggravating me. I get aggravated fast, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Like, why isn't this coming together? Like, I'm trying to do a video and it's not coming together. Like, y'all embarrassing me. But no, it's fine. We're both learning together. So, yeah, I didn't mind, y'all. So, I'm tying it. Just keep watching, y'all. I'm tying it and tying it. My tightest, y'all. My tightest. And it popped again, y'all. It popped again. So right now I am looking for my hair tie because I'm like, forget these rubber bands because it's just gonna keep popping and popping and popping and popping. So right here I'm looking for my hair tie, trying to hair it up because my camera is filming and I'm just like, this is so ghetto, this is so embarrassing. I gotta look for a hair tie now, but I couldn't find a hair tie, so I just used the rubber band from out of the packets of the hair that I used, and I just ended up tying that, and that lasted because you know those be real like strong. So I just ended up using that because that was the quickest thing I seen, and I wasn't trying to keep rushing and looking for it. So yeah, that's what I used. So finally, y'all, we got it to stay in place, and I was so excited and so happy. I'm like, finally, I'm like, period, finally. But yeah, so I'm just tightening it up in the back just so everything could be secure, cute, and tight. Okay, and it feels secure and tight, but what I'm gonna do with that back hair, I'm gonna pin it up. I'm gonna pin it up with a bobby pin just so it won't show. Like the back hair that y'all see that's flying out, I'm about to pin it up so it won't show because that's ghetto. That's giving ratchet, right? Right, y'all? So yeah, I'm about to just pin that up. I'm flipping the hair forward and I'm just pinning it up. All right, so now that we have that pinned up, looking real cute, real fabulous, real bad, real bad, I'm just brushing out the hair to make sure, it ain't getting tangled or nothing. Because, y'all, this that synthetic hair. But it's still good hair. Don't get at me now. It's still good hair. But I'm just brushing it to make sure, it's good. But, yeah, it brushed through real good, so I wasn't tripping. I'm like, period. It's going good. Okay, so now that I have everything secured into place as it should be, I am just literally making sure all the parts are down and secured. So what I'm typically gonna do is just spray some more of the got this be spray all around like the part I did put to the back just to make sure it's flat down. And then I'm gonna get the blow dryer and just go over it again just to make sure we don't have no flyaways because we don't want no flyaways showing. That's gonna give ghetto. So yeah, so I'm just blow drying, blow drying, blow drying, blow drying, blow drying. And I'm just getting all the flyaways, y'all. So it's not mandatory, but for me and my preference, I just, wanted all the flyaways going. So and I am also taking the silver pins that I did place on the side out because that was just to hold it and to mold it down. But like once it dried, I didn't need that anymore. So that's why I just took it out and I'm going over it with the got to be spray. But I'm going to leave the bobby pins in. I'm most definitely going to leave the bobby pins in because my hair is curly. So like it likes to do what it do want to do on its own. Period. Okay, so now that we are finally done with molding it down, we're gonna go to the middle part of the portion that I did break down in the beginning of the video, just to get to the claw clip part. This is the part I'm mostly like concerned about because I want it to be perfect. But it takes some tries to get perfect, so we're gonna get it there. But right here, I'm just taking off the pieces off my edges because I no longer need it to hold because I already molded it down, so I could just take them off. But yeah, so yeah, I'm spraying some more. I'm spraying them 5 ways away. You got to get them down. So that's all I really did was spray the 5 ways away and then just get the blow dryer again for the middle portion to make sure that it's laid. Like I need it laid and slayed. Like I don't need no flyaways, nothing showing, nothing up. Like I need it to be sleek and clean. All right, so sorry y'all, pause for a moment. I had to get on my iPad and put the jams back on, cause yeah. But yeah, so we about to really just wrap it up. Wrap this the back piece. I'm gonna tie it up first before I start wrapping, because I don't want none of the glue or anything to get on it. So I'm just tying the back piece into a little quick little 1-2 ponytail. That girls that get it, swoop that back, and then I'm just gonna get the piece that I'm gonna wrap. So I'm about to be using the wrapping. It's basically like a wrap base. It's like wrap paper base that I put around the braid just so the glue won't get attached to my hair. I'm pretty sure a lot of you girls have already seen that before, but yeah, that's all I'm really doing. It's just going to be wrapping it around my hair. Sorry y'all for the pause. But yeah, so I just got another rubber band. I'm just making the braid part a little shorter because when I do the little claw clip, I don't want it to be so long. You know how girls be having looking long and crazy? I didn't want that look. So I'm like, if you have like extra long, hair is a little longer, you don't want to just tie it up bits and bits up. Like I use like 3 rubber bands to tie it up just to make sure it's tied down before I wrap the wrapping paper around my hair. All right, so I got the bundles that I'm going to be wrapping around. I just unraveled it because I don't want it to get, like I said in the beginning of the video, knotted up while I'm wrapping it around the hair. And now I'm just about to get the wrapping paper and wrap it around my braid. I don't know what I was looking for. Probably the wrapping paper. I was losing stuff. I'm always losing stuff. Okay, but I got a wrapping paper, so now I'm just about to wrap it around, literally. Wrap, 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 rapidy wrap, 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 wrap. I'm screaming. Let me stop. All right, yeah. So I'm wrapping the hair around town. Wrap it around. You ever watched SpongeBob before? I used to love SpongeBob. Around town. I'm screaming. But yeah, so after you get to the top, you're just gonna get a little bit of glue and you're just gonna literally put the glue on the little wrapping paper. And then once you get it on the wrapping paper, you're literally gonna just fold it over. And then you can just fold it over as tight as possible, as tight as you can get it to be, just so the foam wrapper won't move as much when you're wrapping the weave around. And I'm just putting a blow dryer over it just, to make sure it's stick, steady, and hold. But it's glue, so it'll be sticking fast anyways. But yeah. So there you go. We wrapped it. Look at me, y'all, like a unicorn. Where am I going looking like this? Sorry, y'all. Pause again. I had to put on the playlist real quick because I don't understand why I kept stopping on my iPad. But it's just me being extra because I got an iPad. Y'all know everybody went crazy for the pink iPad. So, your girl had to get it too. Sorry, y'all. I had to be reading the messages something because I was too into it. Y'all see my eyes? I had to be reading something. I don't know what I was reading. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, y'all. My camera went dead, so sadly, y'all, I wasn't able to record me wrapping up the hair. I'm so sorry, y'all, but it's very easy. Like, if you need me to do another video on it, like, just let me know and I'll show y'all me literally wrapping up the hair. But all I did was wrap the hair up, and then I just literally took a piece out and then wrapped it around the top portion just to make sure, you don't see the tracks. But right here, I'm just trying to see where I want to cut it, because I'm about to cut that, because you know it is 30 inches. That's too long. So I'm about to cut that so I can make that claw clip look that I'm going for. So right here, I'm just measuring it out to see where I want to cut it at. Like, so I'm going to cut at the angle because I don't have the them scissors that you know that cut real good for you. So I'm just cutting at an angle. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so now that I cut it, I am about to see how it looks when I put it up again to see if I like it how it looks. But y'all see the hair, it's giving very much bundles, not synthetic. Stop playing with me. But yeah, y'all got some more gotta be spray because the flyaways was annoying me. It was annoying me. I'm just trying to see how I'm about to do this claw clip look, y'all. Literally. So, alright, I'm flipping it forward and I'm trying to see what's the best way for it to hold and look right. Like, I don't need it looking crazy, like, you know. So yeah, so as I was doing it, I was like, yeah, no, that's too long. That look crazy. Like, that's too long. So I took it out and I'm about to redo it again because that wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. All right, so this is try number 2. I tried to like tie it up to see, like, you know, if it will stay at a high portion. I was trying to do it a different way and be more different than everybody like usual. But I don't know. So let's just see how it go. Because I'm literally tying it because I'm trying to give it that claw clip effect, but a high effect, you know, because I didn't want it low. And I felt like it was still low. So that's why I tied it up a little bit. And I was trying to see how that outcome was going to come out. So let's see. And it was given a little bit, but I still really wasn't feeling it like that. Like, y'all see what's going on? I feel like that was just too much going on in the back. So, like, I still was just like, I don't know. And I don't mind sharing y'all my little dupes and my little wrong being, because I don't want y'all to make those mistakes either. So that's why I'm sitting here showing you guys this step by step. Like, if you like it, then hey, you can use that option. But me, I'm getting into it a little bit, but still just like, and I don't know. I'm just in the middle right now. So y'all let me know how y'all thought that looked. Cause me, I ain't think that was cute at all. But I'm just taking out the hair real quick to see like how did it look, like how is it coming about, how is everything coming in portion or whatever. But in my head I'm just like, okay, it's giving a little bit. But I feel like I could do better. But it was given a little bit. So I'm like, okay, cute. All right, cute. All right, so now that I got a claw clip, I'm gonna get into the edges real quick, y'all. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm just literally brushing out my edges, brushing them out, brushing them out, brushing them out. And then now I'm going to be showing you guys a skinny flat iron that I know that a lot of people have been using lately. I'm going to use that also, but it wasn't even on, y'all. So I had to turn it on so it could get hot. I'm always just not happy. It's me always last minute with everything. But thank you if you're still watching. I love y'all. But yeah, so I'm about to literally just wrap, curl them in the back, and I'm about to show y'all in a minute. But it get hot fast, y'all, so it really didn't take that long. Sorry, y'all. I was doing a TikTok too, so you know I had to tune into the other side. Your girl got to get all the content from both ways. But yeah, so I'm literally just getting the bit and pieces that I want to curl, literally. And I'm just going to curl that back. And I'm literally just curling it back. You see? Real cute, real cute, real cute. Sorry, y'all, I had to show my TikTok. But yeah, real cute, real cute, real cute. So I'm literally going to do that all the way around, y'all. And I have a tutorial on that also on my page. So if you want to know about that, just click the link. And make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, and go watch the other video. Because I do have another video on baby edges. But yeah, so I'm just about to do it all around real quick for y'all. And I was getting into the music, y'all, because y'all ever had a nigga who did y'all wrong before? Yeah, y'all, I was getting into the music. But yeah, back to the edges. So now that I have them all curled up, I am going to go in with my edge control, y'all. This is the edge control that I use. You can use any edge control that you prefer. I like this edge control, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it be getting white, and that's annoying. So it get white sometimes. I don't know why it gets white, but for my hair, it's kind of good. It get white, so I can't say all the time. It depends. Maybe because I had that got baby spray. Remember, I told y'all that's why I had moved it back. I think that's why I was getting a little white. But that's the edge control that I use. I even use that on my daughter hair also, and it works really good. So I do suggest it. But yeah, I'm literally just wrapping it up, wrapping it up, wrapping it up, wrapping it up. Trying to get that formation. Once again, I do have a edge video that you can watch. I mean, this video you can watch it also, but I'm not really getting in details on like, the baby hair because our focus is the claw clip. Yeah, girl. But it's gonna take it. I mean, you gotta do it slowly. But me, I'm just trying to get them to lay down. Cause remember how I told you I want to keep in this in probably for like 24 hours. Not even that. Okay, period. So now that I'm done with my baby hairs, I was looking at the claw clip, y'all, and I still was not liking it, y'all. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't giving what I needed it to be shorter. Like, it just wasn't giving, y'all. So I was just like, let me turn to the side a little bit, look at it, trying to pose on the camera real quick, 1, 2. And I still just wasn't getting jiggy with it. So I'm about to do it all over again, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, so this is me just doing it over again. I took it out and I'm like, yeah, it's still too long. So I'm about to go in with the scissors once again and cut it shorter because I wanted a shorter look. I mean, everybody has their own preference. You could have left it if you thought it was cute, but I just wanted it to be shorter. So I'm like, I'm about to cut it again. Oh well. So I'm getting the scissors and this time I'm gonna show y'all the way I layered it down. So I'm gonna stand up and I literally just like, you see how I'm doing it with the scissors because I don't have that choppy chop scissors to chop it to, make it that look I wanted it to give. But it still was giving the look I wanted when I cut it like that. So y'all can do the same if you don't have those scissors either. But yeah, so after I cut it, I'm like, okay, let me see how I like it before I try this clip again. Because at this point, I was getting agitated, y'all. And this hair already synthetic hair. So I was like, I'm trying to one shot it with me, like one time a charm with me, because this hair is synthetic hair. It wasn't human hair, so it was aggravating me. But yeah, so I clipped it up again, and it still wasn't giving, y'all. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm laughing because y'all really, I wish y'all could have been there with me when I was so agitated. Like, and I don't mind showing y'all this because I'm a beginner just like y'all, but I got it. So yeah, I'm learning just along with y'all. So I just want to give y'all the do's and the don'ts. So that's why I'm being so transparent with you guys. But yeah, so I'm looking at it, just trying to see how is it giving. So I'm just brushing the hairs out. I'm trying to do it as neat as possible and just get back into my mode because once I'm agitated, I just be like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But I didn't go through this whole process to get it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? No. So at this point, I'm like, okay, it's giving. I'm like, it's giving. It's finally giving a little bit. But then I'm like, I don't know. So I was kind of hesitant. Mind you, I wasn't keeping this in for long anyway. So I'm like, whatever. But then I'm just like, no, no, I need to make sure this right for my YouTube sisters. So yeah, I did it again. I did it again. And I'm just trying to play with it, play with it, play with it, play with it, trying to get it to where I feel like it's cute. Trying to give it some action. And I was feeling it, y'all. I was like, okay, this might be the one. I'm just brushing the hair out because I didn't want it to be tangled anymore. But yeah. You see me, y'all. I'm like, it's giving a little bit. But then again, I still was hesitant. Y'all, I'm so picky. It's not even funny. I'm like, okay. I'm just combing. Y'all see it all in my face. Just aggravated. That's so sad. All right, y'all. So I took it out again. And I cut it a little bit more shorter because it wasn't giving to me. I'm so aggravating, y'all. So yeah, I cut it again, y'all, because it just wasn't giving the look that I wanted it to give. Like, I didn't want it too long. And I wanted it to be bumped up and to be cute. So I did it again, y'all. I did the same method that I did in the last video. Don't know nothing different. I just cut it a little bit shorter. But yeah. And then I put the claw clip up higher so it can give it the effect. And I felt like this one was really gonna be the one for real. You see how it flowed? I was like, okay, we're finally getting into it a little bit more. Now I'm just trying to feather it out so it could be cute or whatever. And once again, I'm being transparent with y'all because I don't want y'all to make the same mistakes that I made. So, yeah. I'm just literally playing with it though, y'all. I'm playing with it to where I feel like it's where it's gonna be cute at. Cause I'm just like, is it giving? Is it not? Is it giving? Is it not? But don't be like me, y'all. If you like it where it was at, you could have kept it where it was at. But I like it right here. So that's why I cut it a little bit shorter. And I felt like this one was the one that was giving the look that I was going for. But everybody's different. So whatever suits your boat, ladies. But yeah. I felt real cute, real cute, real cute, real cute. Period. All done. Look at the edges. Look at the car clip. Get into it. Look at the skin, y'all. Just get into it. Just get into it. Just get into it. We finally done, though, y'all. Y'all tell me how I did, because... Good. This is like gonna be my best friend. Like, it's so cute, and when it opens, look at that. Gonna be good. That's so cute, right? So cute. All right, let's get to it. I know, cause good.